sitting there. What? Hold up. All right, I'm getting back in. Man, I'm starting. Okay.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening, everybody? What's happening? I'm waiting for my co-host right now. We having a little technical difficulties. Y'all have no idea what's going on. For real. For real. What's happening, everybody? What's good? Hold on a second. Let me see where my boy at. I told him, come on. I don't see him. Where is? You at?
I'm trying to come back in under the same.
Yeah, well, everybody listening to you right
I'm
now.
sending
We
it to
waiting for
my
you.
computer so I can get on my
Hey,
computer.
brother,
I'm
we
not
we
looking at my phone.
say
Give me a
what?
couple of seconds.
You did
Just give
what?
me a couple of seconds.
What'd you do?
Getting in my Gmail.
Now I can't hear you that well. You got the link, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Got the link. Give me a second. So I can get it. So I can get into here. So, all right. Yeah,
Come on, everybody. Let's all get down. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? We having a little technical difficulties. My laptop got wet and it won't boot up. So I'm doing all of this from my phone right now. I'm waiting for my co-host. Wow, Spence. We done burnt almost 4 minutes. There you go. All right, hanging up. Good,
Yeah, good.
brother. What's happening?
I'm all right. How you feel today?
All is well. All is well. All is well.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I don't even know how this is gonna come out. I ain't have time to edit. I ain't have time to do nothing.
We'll see.
Let me see if it'll stay right there. No,
Right.
it won't. Let me see. It ain't gonna stay right there. Oh shoot. That ain't what I meant to do. Can you see that little banner I just put on?
Yes.
I actually don't want that on there. All right. All right. So um what we were talking about earlier. Actually, you know what I want to talk about? Let's talk about that video that's circulating right now, bro.
In the fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh,
What you think about that?
I
It's kind of,
really, it's really disheartening. It's really disheartening. It's upsetting on both sides. To
yeah,
me, on all three sides.
right.
One thing I didn't understand was where it all came from, because I still have not seen the video in its entirety.
Like from the beginning. Yeah.
Correct, from the beginning. And
Yo, are you able? Were you able to see that notification that just popped over my phone?
no,
I hope not. Yo, the thing
no,
is that I really don't even need to see where it stemmed from because there is nothing that homeboy, there's nothing that dude could have been provoked to do for him to put his hands on the woman, period.
indeed, indeed, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I totally agree.
like, from what the video shows him screaming at her, saying, get your food, get your food, get your food. You know what I'm saying?
That's right,
And
right.
and none of the video does this woman look like she's threatening this man. She don't even look aggressive. None of that. I don't see it. My cousin said he saw some other clips and other angles, but that was after the fact. All the way up to the point to where dude punched her. You know what I'm saying? If
Exactly.
here's my thing, if you was concerned with her about getting her food, telling her to get her food, why didn't you just give her food? So you want to respect her enough not to touch her food, but disrespect her to punch her in the face, right?
Right.
That makes sense. I don't get it. I don't understand. None of
That's
that. None of that
I,
makes
I
sense,
definitely not. It definitely doesn't make sense to me. It's
bro. Hold
definitely
on,
not
I got a
whatsoever.
call, man. I don't
Right.
believe this. Were you able to hear my whole phone call, bro?
None. None. Not at
All right,
all.
good. That was for everybody that don't know. Yeah, I'm inside my truck and I'm streaming from inside my truck. If you didn't know, but yeah, my thing is, man, I just don't. I didn't see why dude had to go that far. You know what I mean?
I do. I do.
And I don't know as far as her son um, shooting the dude. I don't even know, but I just know he wasn't provoked enough to punch no woman point blank. You know, I just don't see it. You feel me?
That's why I said, that's one reason. You're right. I don't have to look at and see, what provoked it, or what led up to that. But it really, that's what the thing that makes me curious. Like, when you end up saying, or when I end up saying, what brought that on? What brought that on? And I really believe a lot of people may think that's, black on black hate, or something stemming from something earlier. But I'm always curious to know the root cause of things,
Who
even if
caused?
the root cause,
Oh, the root cause.
the root cause, even if it's wrong or if it's warranted. And it's good. You know what? I can say this. This is my opinion. As far as a son, as far as a son defending his mother,
Right.
now I can't claim to know what was going on with his mom. I heard that he was he was told to go to the car.
He
I,
was told to go to the car.
he was told to go to the car.
I heard that. Yeah.
Okay, and I again, don't quote me on it. I heard it from another social media platform.
Oh
So
yeah.
right, right, and I don't know how actually true it was because I haven't seen the video, but
Right.
for whatever reason, that she might have felt threatened at that time. That's what
Yeah.
she felt threatened, or she could have just left.
Yeah. I
She could have just left, and it's
She
kind of
could have
like
left.
she could have left, but did she have to leave?
Right.
No, she didn't have to leave. I don't think she had to leave. What I really believe that the dude that punched her, he should have really stood down. He should have backed down, stood down
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
It didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense at all for him to get that angry. And all he was shouting was, "Get your food."
Get your
Right?
food. That's
Get
right.
your food. Get your food.
That's
So
all.
you want to scream at this lady to tell her to get her food. If that's all it took for you to shut up, why didn't you give her food?
Or wait for her to
So
get her food.
obviously he was in a rush. Like, get your food, get your
Yeah.
food. Why didn't he just give her food? Because the respect definitely wasn't there. This is the part I'm saying. So, like, all right, we don't touch nobody's food. We don't do that. You know
Right.
why? Because that's disrespectful, right?
That's
But
right.
it wasn't disrespectful for him to punch her in the face, right?
No. Well, in his mind, right. In his mind, no. Right.
In his mind, yeah.
Right.
So, that's my whole thing, man. But they got the charges dropped, so that's a good thing.
Oh, they did. I didn't.
Did you know that?
I did heard. I read a sentence of it. I read a one-liner sentence in one of the follow-up. What do you call it when it comes down over your phone as just a
One of
update?
them notifications. Yeah.
Right, notification is a
Right.
notification, and I haven't read into it much. I haven't really read too much of it after that.
Right.
I've been on the go a lot lately, and just taking care of other business things and just
Right.
getting some time out of life. But so I didn't, and some people may. Was it justifiable? Was it justifiable that boy taking that guy's life? And on the other hand, what we all say in the community and in other communities, they say, well, some men got to stand up to these guys, these bullies or these people that just run around
Right.
threatening. And
Who else
punching,
was inside the restaurant? You see the one
right.
guy. Well, whoever was videotaping, don't know who was videotaping, but here I hear it's different angles. It's different angles of the incident. So, like, there were no men in there, but these days people are hesitant about jumping in anything because they don't want to get shot. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be a hero and you jump into something, the next thing the gun pulled on you.
That's right.
But
That's
like,
right.
Somebody, forget about what somebody could have did. It's unfortunate that dude lost his life, but that's the world that we live in. But enough about that. Let's talk about the topic at hand, my brother. So, hold up. This is,
I need a minute.
dude,
I'll be right back.
This is
I'll be
great.
right back.
So, all right.
I'll be right back.
I put the video out this morning, or I forget what time I did. I still got like 4 or 5 trucks in front of me, bro.
Okay, give me a minute. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Uh-huh.
Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
All right. So I'm going to let everybody know, if you didn't see the video, the little video saying that we were going live. The video said that Should you go into a relationship talking about things that will basically get you out of the relationship? Should you, say for instance, you start talking to a person, male or female, you start talking to them, and in the conversations you want to say, like, what your interests are and everything, and the things that you do, activities, stuff like that. And then you may get around the stories talking about your past relationships and everything. And then from there, it may go to something like, well, I will never do that again. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that was. And then you start talking about the things that you will not put up with. And those are called deal breakers, right?
Right.
So the question is, should you talk about deal breakers in the beginning? I'm not even saying it's the relationship. It's before the relationship even starts. Do you talk about deal breakers? Like how soon? Like how soon do you talk about? Because for me, you know, like when I was on dating apps, bro, when I was on dating apps, you read the profile of the person, right? And
Right.
you see all of these things about what they not gonna put up with, if you this, if you that. Like they running it down, but like, in my head, it sounds like they got a tone that they angry. You know what I'm saying? Like they mad as hell.
Yeah.
Before you can even read anything about them, you already
Right.
done got kind of told off, and you ain't even the individual that committed the fouls and stuff. And they done wrote a daggone dissertation on all the shit that they don't like. Well, damn, what do you like? You know what I'm saying? What the hell do you like? So when is a good time to talk about deal breakers? Because sometimes it may come off, the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What you think?
Right. It
What do
seems to
you
be
think? When is the right time to talk about deal breakers? Oh, Erica said immediately.
immediately. That's what I was. I was. It seems these days people are
Huh?
the way. So the way I've noticed in the last several years,
Right.
people are trying to find out quickly some of the likes and dislikes of on their part. What they want to see in a person, what they want to know in a person, what is a deal breaker, so they don't spend their time or waste their time or put
Right.
time into getting to know the other person. They don't want to get into it and say, you know what, I wish I would have known 3 weeks ago or 2 months ago, that X, Y, and Z. And it could be a deal maker or a deal breaker, not just a deal breaker. So I agree with Erica, and I think, in my opinion, and the way it seems to be going, um, people are ready to try to figure things out quickly rather than putting time and effort into, even if it's one person, you know, even if it's one person.
But it just, for me, it just seems like, all right, we all know everybody got their got their red flags. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their red flags and everything. But
Right.
do you like, kind of like, it's sort of like it puts a overcasting shadow on everything afterwards. You know what I'm saying? When a person starts talking about all of these damn deal breakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all,
Yeah.
common sense rules. You know what I'm saying? Common sense
Yeah.
rules. So a lot of these deal breakers are basically common sense. Like, yeah, you know you shouldn't do nothing like that. You know you should do nothing like that. But it seemed like when I'll say the women that I've come across, when they start talking about these damn deal breakers, man, it seemed like they still going through some healing. Like they need some healing. They ain't done. You know what I'm saying? Because they kind of scare the hell out of me. I'm just
Really,
saying. You know, they look,
it really,
they they be mad. I'm like, chill. It wasn't me. I'm not the person that
right,
committed the foul. It's not
right.
me. You know,
That's
but they just seem so damn angry. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So
I
like,
okay, go ahead.
you know, like so like in the beginning, like I say, like, you know, kind of like wait, like get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? The dating, the courtship ain't one day you meet, then the next day y'all like boyfriend and girlfriend. All of that takes time.
Right, but
So
there's
like,
conversation in between.
uh,
But there's still conversation. Even just
exactly, there's
yeah,
conversation, but damn, do it got to
right.
be the first day? Me,
It could just
me,
be
got
okay.
thumbs up.
Yes, it can be on the first day. It can be on the
Huh?
first day, and I
It could be
believe
on the first day. You gonna talk
you don't
about
have
that
to
quick?
be going. Okay,
I,
I
I,
don't. I don't think we have to. I don't believe we have to just start searching for those topics, for those
right,
deal makers and deal breakers. I
right.
I believe that just when through the course of genuine conversation
Now
and just
that's what I'm genuine conversation,
right.
because what can
It's still
happen, I think what can happen, like when you start, first of all, everybody know that a woman is very passionate when she talking about them red flags. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely, absolutely.
A woman, even men are passionate too, but them red flags are triggers for trauma. You know what I'm saying? So when you start talking about them red flags, you talking about shit that hurt. You know what I'm saying? So do
Right,
you talk about that passionate stuff so early, or do you wait a while? You know, let the person get to know the calm you, the real you, the genuine you, before you start showing that pain. You know what I'm saying? Let me like you before you scare me, because I may like you more than I'm afraid of you. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
Because I'm just saying. That's just me. That's just me, dude.
I.
What? Oh,
Okay, go ahead.
what you
Go ahead.
say?
Okay,
Huh?
the reason sometimes people will see a red flag and
Say
they
what?
bookmark that. They'll bookmark it. They just make a
Bookmark it?
mental note. Yeah, they make a mental note.
Right.
They'll make a
Right.
mental note. It could be it could be a few days in, or throughout the first few conversations, or over some time. Again,
Right.
it's definitely my opinion. I
Right.
have some experience with it also, but I can't speak for everyone. And they'll bookmark that and say, you know what, okay, I remember that. That was, either that was a highlight or a low light, or a check mark, a red flag or a green flag. And they will, because I do that myself. I do that myself as time goes on. As far as they're concerned, like I have been told or led to believe, whether a woman to say anything about it or not, they will keep that in their memory bank. I guess it depends on what it means to them.
Oh, so you say anything that may look like a red flag
Mhm.
during the courtship in the beginning, you
Mhm.
bookmark that. Is that what you said? You
Well,
bookmark.
me or them, I believe both of us do. I believe both of
Huh?
us do.
Say it again.
I believe, I believe the man and the woman, let's say. get to know each other.
Oh,
Then the
absolutely.
red
You know,
flag
we check. What Mia
right,
said, get to know each other, and then if
right,
a
get to
red
know.
flag pop up, you should be able to talk about it.
That's right. That's right. If it does not pop up, does that mean it's forgotten? Does that
Does
mean
that
it's
mean it
forgotten?
what?
Does that mean it is forgotten? Is a red
It's
flag
forgotten?
forgotten? Yeah, no, it's still there. Some people don't want to
So
see
you
how.
talking about a reoccurring red flag, or just
Well, it could be a reoccurring red flag. Okay, so
eh,
the first thing
look, any reoccurring red flags, I'm hauling ass, partner.
right, right, because
It ain't no
right. Okay, so some people,
any
some,
reoccurring red flags.
I got
Mm-mm-mm.
you, but everyone
Fuck
doesn't
it, nah.
operate. Everyone
Let's go.
doesn't. Everyone doesn't just haul ass at the first red flag or the first of what may be more to come red flags or that same red flag. Let's say you stick there, it's like, okay, I remember last week, he said this or she did that. And they say, okay,
Right.
I'll see, you know, maybe whatever. And then it happens a second time on the same issue or the same topic or the same red flag. It's like, okay, this is the second time you did this or you said this or you responded this way in the last week. So, yeah, that may be the premise to haul ass or let go or talk about it and say, okay, what's really going on here? If you don't want to deal
Right.
with it,
Right.
you
Is it
go.
work? Because remember, all of this is in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? This is
Right.
before anything is official. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying?
Right.
This is
I
before
agree.
anything is official. So, do you address it? Like, do you act? Yeah. Do you address it? Because I usually don't. I just haul ass. I ain't got time for that. I run. I don't run. I just walk fast. You know what I mean? I don't
Okay.
run. I just walk fast. But
Right.
like,
Right.
nah. If I see something reoccurring and I
Right.
think it's like this is something that's in this individual's character.
Correct.
This
Correct.
is a part of their character,
Absolutely.
and people aren't easily able to change their character. That's who they are.
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's right.
saying?
I do.
So personally, I don't waste my time. I don't
Right.
waste my time. You know,
Right.
if your character is flawed, well, that's some character flaws are easy to deal with and others are not. But
That's right.
some bullshit, nah, I ain't
Right.
rocking
It
with the
really has.
bullshit, bro. That's like, look, Spence, one time this 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 right.
Where we
So
going?
like
Where we
look,
going?
in the morning, right? All right, so in the morning I got a ritual that I do. Everybody got their morning
Right.
routines that they do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, yeah.
Everyone has their morning routines. I got a morning routine,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
After I finish my morning routine, then I'm open to the world, you know? So there's one female, right? She would send me a morning or something like that, very, very, very early. And then I would send one back, right? This
Right.
like maybe the first day out of talking to her. So then
Right.
I call her, after I finish my routine, and she goes, I just got a question. I was like, all right, what is it? She said, like after you get a text and everything and you say the good mornings and stuff, why does it take you so long to like, call or respond, with a call? I said, well, there's things that I do in the morning, you know what I mean? And
Right.
After I finished
Right.
that, then then I reply to texts and calls and everything. Like, I'm talking to brokers, dispatchers. I got my brothers out on the road that I talk to and everything. She was like, oh, okay. I just thought that um, if you're trying to get to know somebody, that they would kind of be priority in like your routine, your daily. I said it's I said I get that, but like I'm just getting to know you. I said I'm just meeting you and everything. So like really in my head I'm saying you ain't even earned the spot yet. These brothers I talk to is my my lifelong friends. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right.
she's like cool. She's like cool. All right, I get it. So then right. So the second day, right? She does the same thing. She gives me a text. I give her a text and everything, right? And then
Right.
she calls me. So I speak to her. She had to go to work. I speak to her for a few hours and stuff like that, right? So we talking on the phone. She goes to work, right? Say like 11:45, 12 o'clock. So she's working. Next time I speak to her might be around 5:30, 6:30, something like that. So
Right.
I
Okay.
text to see if she made it home and stuff like that. And she's like, yeah, I'm home. I said, oh, okay. And then she sends me a text immediately saying, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm going to sleep or something like that. I'm like,
What time was it? What time is it at? What time is this?
it
What
was
happened?
like it was like 5:30 or 6. I'm like, oh, okay. I already
Okay.
in
Yeah.
the
Okay. All
text,
right.
I already felt she had an attitude, dude, right?
Right. Right.
I already
Right.
felt she had an attitude, right?
Right.
So the next morning come. This is day three of talking to her. Day three.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
send a good morning text. She sends one back, and then she calls. I guess she couldn't hold it in, bro. She had to call real quick. She calls. She goes, I just got it before I get mad. Before I get mad. So now I'm looking like before
Right.
before you get mad, like
It was.
uh that conversation that we had the other day about why it takes you so long and everything, and like what I said, hold up, sister, check this out. You can save all that energy, right, and keep that. I'm good. You have a nice life and peace. Fuck. That's what
So
I like. Yeah.
okay. So
Red
if she
flag. Red flag.
her red, so it sounds
Red
like
flag.
she also had a red flag. Like
Who?
she had a red flag against you because she's like, what happened? Why you? I'm just
She
not,
she
no.
All
Hold on.
right,
Don't no, no,
let
no.
me hear what you
Don't get
think.
me wrong.
She got a
I'm not
red flag with me, which brought her concern. What do you think it
right.
was?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. In my opinion, I'm not saying that. Hey, the Fox, yo, that's a red flag what you did. I'm not saying that. I don't think that was a red flag. It's just something
Right?
the way you explained to her that the way your routine is. All right, she had a
I,
problem with
I'm,
that.
I'm
Right, there's nothing
I'm
wrong with that.
very thorough. I'm very thorough in my ex.
Right,
Very,
that's
very thorough. Go ahead.
right. That's why I said she just seemed to have an issue with it. It was. I don't see it as a red flag. I don't see it as a
Right,
red flag. She just
right.
whatever reason she had an issue with it, she had an issue with it. But to her, I wouldn't consider your actions a red flag. The way you
But
consider
to her,
right.
it was a red flag.
That's just people's routine. That's
James
not
Moore said she
red
not
flag.
priorities.
Yeah, she's
Hey,
not part of
that's what she felt. She felt she wasn't priorities. But the
and that's
thing, but yeah, probably so. But here's the other thing.
right.
The other thing is, how are you going to get a routine out of someone in talking to them 3 days?
Right.
How
Right.
how
Right.
do you think that you're that important. You know what I'm saying? Where they gonna knock their whole schedule off key just so that they can talk to you. You know what I'm saying? James said 3 days not on my team. Real talk. Real
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, yeah.
Real
I
talk. Like
agree.
how do you so like this is what I got out of it. This is what James, this is what I got out of it. This is what I got out of it. She had insecurities. I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying there might have been something going on in her past
Right.
where she got to keep checking in on the dude, make sure he where he at and he doing what he said he was doing or something like that. That's what I got out of it. Like she wanted to control things. Not here. Ain't happening. Can't ain't happening. Ain't happening. Like it's
I get it.
too like I understand consistency, but you're not
Right.
going to get consistency in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. You're not going to
Right.
have that.
Right.
You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of this is the getting to know stage. You feel me?
And some people, by you bringing that
Yo,
point, some
James crazy.
and
He
there's some
said
men
she
and
looking
women
for a
that
quick
are,
bag. She thought.
yeah,
She thought, bro. She
and
thought.
there's, I agree. And some people start the countdown clock from day one, bro.
The
Some people
countdown
start,
process.
yeah, yeah, they
Why?
start immediately. Like, to
What's
hold
the
you,
countdown
to
process?
hold your, to hold you to your word, okay, or to their
Absolutely.
expectation. You know, their expectation is what that could be. They hold it to their own expectation from day one. Like that right there, that's not part of an expectation,
I
but it's not
I agree
for other
there
things,
are
which is
expectations, right?
crazy. That's ludicrous. Yeah,
I agree there are expectations. And
that needs more time.
you
That's the
know, I think that people should express those expectations. I don't think people should guess what the other person is thinking
right,
because I ain't no
right,
mind reader. I'm
right,
not no mind reader.
right. I
You
say
know,
that all the time. Uh huh.
I'll be like this. You know, what does it look like for you? What does that look like for you? Let me see what your picture looks like. What does that look like for you? Looking like
Yeah,
money, brother.
but
what is what does that look like for you? Real, bro. I understand communication is key. You know what I mean? I believe that
yeah,
communication is key. But
yeah,
I live a stress-free life. I really do. I
right.
love peace, peace before anything. You know what I mean? And
Of course.
I'm just not into like if you're coming to me, first of all,
Right,
if you got things that happen to you
right,
in your past and they're reflecting in your present, don't expect me to be the one to heal that. You know,
right,
I
right, right.
how you gonna put that on me to heal that? You know what I'm saying? Especially in the beginning. I mean, I try to be a gentleman, but in the beginning, that's a lot. You
Yeah,
know, if
yeah,
you got issues and everything, or you still got some stuff that you need to work through, then I say take your time or just take it slow. Take it slow. You won't be judged. But if you start
right,
snapping at me because of some shit that you went through in one of your past relationships, then it's gonna be a problem.
right. That's part of that slow process. It's part of that slow beginning process thing.
Say
Like
what?
those first few days. Part of that those first few days, those first few
Yeah.
days or that first week that people are processing, some people are processing every word, some people are processing every move, is my opinion. Some
Yo,
people are processing the words. Some people are conversations,
they're
the moves. And like you
they're
said,
quick processes, very quick
right,
processes.
right. But they're still processing.
Yeah, but what they
My belief
process
is, my
when
belief
they
is,
when they process.
that which happened at the seventh day from uh, in popular demand. I answer things are in popular demand.
What's up? What's up? Who came in? Miss Maria Hawkins and Lisa King. What's happening?
How's everyone? How's everyone? Hey, we appreciate y'all joining in and getting this
Say
conversation
what?
and these comments. So we
What
want to thank everybody for jumping in these comments, and having giving a giving their words on it, giving their words on it, and some of the things they have to say. But I just I say this because what it looks like from my viewpoint for a long time.
I'm getting. It look like it's getting dark, don't it? Can you see me?
Nah, no, I can't
You
see
can't
outside.
see me?
Yes, I
Huh?
can see you. I can see you. Yes, I
You
can see
see
you.
me?
I can see you
Yeah.
very well.
Nah. If I need to put the light on, I'm wondering.
Not from my point of view. Maybe someone else.
You good? All right. It's starting to get dark.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah.
I
That's
people are measuring. Look, bro.
you can
Look. You know
see.
what?
You can see. All right. Look, the whole thing about if y'all just coming in, the topic was, do you? Topic was, should you go into a relationship, or like when you meet somebody in the beginning, do you think you should talk about things that will get you out of the relationship, like deal breakers? That was the question. Like, when is a good time? When is a good time to bring in the deal breakers? The deal breaker conversation. Right, James, right.
Mhm.
When is a good time to bring in the deal breaker conversation? We'll talk about that a little more. Then we're gonna move to our last topic of the night. When is a good time to talk about deal breakers? Not at the beginning.
Right.
Right.
Some people say at the beginning. Some people say
Maria
at the
said not
end.
at the
Say
beginning.
wait.
Huh?
Right. Yeah. Some people. Some of the comments we're reading here. Some of them said in the beginning. Somebody said immediately.
When you
I
start
mean, that's
feeling them.
the
Right.
when you start feeling it.
Maria
That's a
said
good
when you
time.
start feeling them.
You start feeling it. I
Right. So that ain't, that's gonna take a little while. I don't think, people gonna be that quick to like talk about, how they feeling. But of course, it's like when you're feeling the person. Lisa
right.
said in the beginning.
That's what I'm saying. I know. That's what I'm just
If
basing
it's
on experiences.
huh
I'm saying it. I'm responding and replying. I'm saying these things I am
from
based on my
experience,
own experiences and based on other people I interact with, male or female, and in between, and what I hear from them and what they say. That's on social media. That's in real life. That's on TV. That's on these dating games. That's on these dating apps. And people are like, in the very beginning, like with questions that may be deal makers or deal breakers. And nobody wants to sit around and figure if they're saying the right thing or responding appropriately. They're just going to come with their natural self, whether they've adjusted because of prior situations or just, look, I'm just going to put myself out there how I am. And if I'm not adored, if I'm not liked, I'm just going to move on because everyone is not for everyone. So you don't know who's going to be a deal maker or deal breaker. I can only respond because we can't read. I can't read minds. I can't read to the future. So just because she's asking me things that they may sound like a deal maker or deal breaker to me, or even if I don't know, if I don't realize it, it may just be that. And she might be like, hey, I know we've only been talking for like 2 days, but when you said, you wouldn't come meet me over here or you wouldn't go have on the lunch, that might be it for her, or it may be it for me. And that could be in the beginning, the middle, or the end. So I just seen it always myself. I seen it always myself. It don't even have to
Yo,
last long.
read the comments.
Yeah. Beginning in the case they
What
are
Maria said about that.
right. Wow, you don't talk about jailbreakers. You don't talk about jailbreakers. Hold on, back this up. I didn't see it. I was too busy speaking. Wow, you don't talk about jailbreakers when you first meet them. You don't even know if you're going to see them again. But once you start dating them, and I think that's a good time. I agree with you. It doesn't have to be like that very day. It doesn't have. In general conversation, this is.
Right?
I appreciate that, Maria, but that's what I'm saying. Just general conversations, whatever anyone is talking about. Anyone can choose their own topic, whatever people are talking about. Uh, let's say you spoke on the phone 3 times. 3 times.
3 times.
Right, just 3 times. No matter if
Three,
spread out
three
3 weeks,
times. Three
spread out
times.
3 weeks, or spread
Three
out
times.
3 years, or spread out 3 days. Just you spoke 3 times, something was said, something was spoken, something was misinterpreted, or whatever. That's enough. That's enough for some people to
I am
probably want to,
I am I am very good
Mhm.
at detecting cray cray. I'm very good at detecting cray cray. I'm very good, and it's worked for me every time. Hold on. All right. Let's read some comments. Where did you stop at?
At Maria at 8:46 p.m. Wow, you don't talk about jailbreakers.
Okay.
No, I don't talk about jailbreakers
Then
and jailbreakers
James
and
said beginning in case they aren't compatible. Then Maria
right.
says, so you mean to tell me I meet somebody and I start saying at our first date, listen, you better not disrespect me. You've been at or curse at me. You better not cheat on me. Right, right. See those?
Right.
Right. That sound crazy, Maria. Exactly. I pray that you good. James agreed with you, Spencer. Maria said, no. But some you said, sorry if I made too many troubles. All right, you good. Lisa
Right.
said, at the end of the day, you do not bring your past in your future. That's what we hope,
Right.
unless the question being asked, sometimes your
It's
past
something from the
is
past.
irrelevant to get to know a person. Absolutely. You go to for
Right.
but you
It's
not
going
bring
to
your
come
past.
up.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
we hope.
Your past is irrelevant.
Maria says yes, my love, because you don't want to scare them off. Absolutely.
True.
Because if I do take me out to dinner to start talking about jailbreakers, she
That
said
is
that'll
very
be a deal
good.
breaker to me.
What people
You
shouldn't
stuck
be
in the
talking about.
past.
People
She said, at
shouldn't be
least she
asking
said, there's no
jailbreakers no
perfect
more.
relationship. Everybody have their faults in a
Right.
relationship. No one relationship is not. She said, freaky clean. I'm going to think you meant squeaky clean. There always going to be a downfall or a pickup. True. Maria said, I can smell bull crap anyway. I'm just saying.
Right.
Fam type, what up, True?
Right. What's happening, fam? Tight.
But listen, everybody feelings is valid. Very true, very true, very true. Everybody feelings is
That's
valid.
right.
But like if people start talking about them red flags in the beginning, I think it's the tone. It's the
Okay.
tone that may come across real strong, and that's a turn off.
Right.
And
Right.
and I mean, I feel what James is saying. You want to make sure that you compatible, but I don't like a lot of folks do their homework before they even approach a person these days, unless it's online dating. Online dating, all you got to go by is what you see on that profile.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
All you got to go by is what you see on that profile. But for the most part, people do their research. They're going to do some research. They're going to see what what the individual, where they work, where they live, what they do for a living, who they hang out with, you know, all of those things. And if they pass that, then they got to get that one-on-one conversation to see what that personality is like.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Um,
What that personality is like.
uh,
So it's easier to talk about, like Maria said, it's easier to talk about once the people are feeling one another. Then you can talk about those things and you'll mention that stuff with a little bit more compassion, instead of saying it like you trying to like I don't know, saying it like so daggone like scary. It just that should be scary to me.
it could be. It could be. Um, so I was up here trying to finish something on here. Uh,
Say what?
I'm up here giving direction for people to get on the podcast, or at least just get in here in the comment section. Some people are asking me how. Some people are asking me how to get in the comment section only without getting on the podcast panels themselves.
They
And I,
Where are they, on Facebook or
yeah,
YouTube?
they're on Facebook. Well, I guess that's something. Can you make mention to that of how they can access this
I
right here?
think they can. Where like if they, I think they can. If they make a comment, their name's gonna be seen. So
Right. No, that's not. Yeah, some people are wondering because I sent what it is. I sent this. Well, I sent the StreamYard to a couple of people because I know they said they might get on the panel. But then they said, well, I'm not trying to get on the panel. I'm just trying to get in the comments. So I'm letting them know just to go.
I can't
And
hear you, Spence. What you say?
I was just trying to enlighten people how to get in the comment section on the podcast.
Where they are they watching it? Where are they watching it from?
They didn't really mention where they're watching it from. The thing was, I sent them the StreamYard. I sent them the StreamYard, and I
Oh,
also
you sent
told
them the
them,
link.
right.
So
I don't.
they're in the room.
I don't. I
You
don't know
sent
who's in
them
the
the
room.
link. I don't know how to do that.
Right.
They
Yeah. No.
they might they might be in the room, and
That's what.
let me see,
That's why when they came back, I told them to get on one of the
on Facebook.
platforms,
Yeah,
right, and get to because these are where they were invited. They just have to go to the Raw With It
right.
group and join in the conversation. Which
Oh, it is getting dark, bro. Can you see
yeah, it's
me?
getting dark now. Now it's getting dark. It's definitely darker now.
Can you see me?
No,
I
it's
may have
darker.
to get my light.
You see, you're gonna have to get in the light. It's getting a little
Hold
darker.
on a second. Let me get my light.
We just in a minute we'll just be seeing your silhouette.
Or my teeth. Hold up.
Yeah, exactly. Right. If you can't if I meet you, this is what it says. Listen, everybody has feelings of valid, right? Uh, you can't if I meet you in Walmart. It's impossible to do research. No, you can't. You won't be doing too much research just at the very beginning, obviously. Like you're saying, James, you can't if I meet you in Walmart to do research. Saying it like we're so special.
Hold up.
Sometimes Lisa said just a short moment ago. Lisa King, thanks, Lisa. Sometimes a lot of women and men don't know what to say when you first meet a person in person. The first thing they'll say. Sometimes a lot of women and men don't know what to say when you first meet a person in person. The first thing they'll say, like, do you work? What do you bring to the table? Back in the day, those questions was never asked. Not everybody asked
Hold up.
because a lot of women and men have their hands have their hands.
Can you hear me? Testing.
Yes, yes, yes. And for
All
the
right.
ones that's not,
How's
it's
that?
just looking for the. That's much better. It's much
That's
better.
better. All
Yes,
right.
yes, better,
All right.
much
What
better.
they all say? Lisa said, "Did you read that?"
Yes, I was
Maria
just
said, "Saying it like you so special." Who?
right. I don't know if she
Spencer
was
and me.
referring.
We all special. Lisa
We all
King. Sometimes a
well,
lot of women. You read that?
yeah. While you were doing that, you probably didn't hear me. I'm just. But
You said
listen,
what?
everybody's feeling is valid. James Moore, you can't. If I meet you in Walmart, impossible to do research. That was James Moore.
Right. Right. So like, right. You're right. But that's
Right.
when. That's
Saying that.
when you talk to the person
Right.
and get all of those details.
That's right. That's all it is. That's all it is. Hold on a minute. And I was just looking at Lisa's. Sometimes a lot of women and men. That's why it was when you were
Say
preparing.
what?
I was I was reading Lisa King. Sometimes a lot. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Not too
Yeah,
much. You going
I hear
down?
you.
It says I was reading Lisa King. It says sometimes a lot of women and men don't know what to say when you first meet a person in person. The first thing they'll say is like, "Do you work? What do you bring to the table?" Back in the day, those questions was never asked. Not everybody asking because a lot of women and men have their hands, and for the ones that not, it's just looking for that best friend in a life. A lot of men and women mess that up.
Yeah. Meet the person. Those questions are true. People are more open nowadays,
Right.
so
Because as a
they're
conversation,
not afraid to ask questions because we've seen so many relationships fail by not asking questions. And we heard so many stories, folks are notorious for sharing their horror stories.
exactly.
Maria Hawkins said, "Well, for me, I just saw it and I just joined in, so I hope I did." Absolutely. She must be talking
Absolutely.
about the
Appreciate it.
comments.
Yes, Maria.
Turn on the light, Todd. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
But
that's
this
good.
is a good topic, I must say. Thank you. You're welcome. Better, Todd. Okay. You're welcome. All right. Enough of that. We're going to talk about this last topic that snuck in there. This is all Spence's idea right here. This is all Spence's idea. Put it all on him. So actually, I was watching another show, and they were talking about um things that they have. Well, they were actually talking about like things they do to spice up a relationship and everything.
Right.
So a couple of the people that were on the panel, females and males, were saying like, yeah, I keep them on standby. So the question was, how many selfies in the nude do you have ready in your phone for that special someone? Do you know, or the question, do you keep nude selfies in your phone for your special someone? Do you keep nude selfies in your phone for that special someone? What's that right there? Private chat. Somebody just sent me some. That's a few weeks of deep conversation. Uh,
Yeah.
are you able to see the private chats?
Yeah, I can. I can. I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, I can.
So, like, if you in a relationship, ah, all right. Maria said no, sweetie. Kimberly said no, I don't because Obama. Afraid I might lose my phone. He said it puts look,
Yeah, you know.
look. Like I was never the to like keep nude selfies in my life. Just never really did. When I relationship, or might have taken a picture or two, but I just don't keep nude selfies ready
No,
on standby. I don't do it. Maybe if I was in better shape, in a relationship, yeah.
all right, all right.
The reason why I would never keep any pictures on someone because when I meet that person that I may want to send one to, I'm gonna be a certain mood and a certain position and a certain feeling through that picture just for them. So I get it. That's the whole point, Maria.
Do that picture. Right.
And plus, I don't have to keep nude selfies because when I'm feeling somebody, I'm gonna FaceTime them. But okay, with nothing on. I heard. These are. I heard you, Maria. I heard you.
Right.
I heard you. These are all
Yeah,
like
yeah.
things people do. I guess when they're in relationships, keep the spice, keep it hot.
I don't think I don't think that it's only people in relationships
I'm
that do
trying to be
that.
nice about it. I know it ain't just people in relationships.
Yeah. As far as maybe as far as keeping them and
Say what?
spicing up the relationship, as far as having a few nude or a nude selfie or pictures that are strictly for your significant other
Right,
because you're doing some spicier things in life. And if that's
right.
one of
You
them,
spice your stuff. Exactly.
right, that's
I mean,
in the
those.
middle of the day or particular
That's
time.
right. Right. That was spicier stuff. Indeed.
Right.
You keep it on standby. Whatever makes the relationship work. You know what I mean? Who is
That's right.
so you mean to tell me somebody going to take off their clothes and touch their breasts and put their hand between the legs because when they see somebody they like or they feeling them, they're going to have it just for them. That's some kid. Maria, you'd be surprised.
Exactly.
Folks
Yeah.
do that.
People do. Yeah.
Folks do that.
Yeah.
And they ain't even got to be in a serious relationship.
Hmm.
Folks
Um,
do that.
that's right. I'm sure people do. I
Huh?
spoke to people about it. I said, I know I have spoken to people about it. Um, what's the name of the show? Hold on. This is called Raw with it, right? So I've done a
Raw
few
with it.
things.
Yeah.
I myself have done a few things, and that included that at one point. I had
Huh?
a couple. I had a so that included me at one point. I've had a couple that I have in my phone. I'm not trying to just share with anyone. I meet someone in Walmart and she says, "Oh, I like you. Can you give me a call?" I'm not going to just send that to her. Like this is me. This is real talk because this is rawwithit.com. Raw with it podcast. I'm very grown, very responsible with my own damn actions. So I have done it before, even if I wasn't in a relationship. And to explain to you why,
Because you wanted
because
to.
you meet, right? Well, because I wanted to, but eventually, if you meet people often enough, and she has to be that kind of person. So me and a certain woman, I will know if that is not appropriate or how she feels about it. But that's just me because that could actually be a deal breaker, and I wouldn't know to just
What's
do
that?
something out of the blue like that. To send
Oh,
someone
to send them
yeah,
a nude.
yeah, a nude or just a picture of uh, um, in a certain way or in the shower or partial or just of my just of my jump period. You can't just do that with everyone, nor did I just do it with everyone or anyone I just meet. It's not like that. But I'm, as I said, in my experiences, and that doesn't make me, uh, freaky or
Hey,
freakalicious or whatever you want to call it.
who was who was in the blue room, bro? With the initial R. Who was that?
Where's that? I cannot see that.
Who was in the green room?
I cannot see what you see in the green room.
Nah, they the green room. They were backstage. I saw you invited somebody. They
Yeah,
not on there now.
I can't see. I can't see
Huh?
the green
Huh?
room. I
What?
cannot see I cannot see the green room.
No, when you press guess, whoever you invited
Okay, that they must
with the
be.
link. Who'd you send the link to?
I sent to a
A few. You
few.
ain't gotta say their name. Huh?
I sent it to a few.
Okay.
I sent it to a
Because
few. So
they were in the I didn't see who it was.
uh,
Maria said Maria said, let's put it up there, Maria. Maria. It's too much. He said, this gentleman sent me a picture with no shirt on him, laying in the bed, showing him his muscle, him in his boxing shorts. You know what I told him in my invite? You know what I told that young man? You must have been in his 30s or something. I said, little man, I'm not impressed with that. So you're right. People be taking stuff just in case they think, but yeah, absolutely.
mhm, mhm.
Absolutely.
I didn't see that.
This is a free spirited society that we live in these days. But I ain't built like that. I'm built like that, but I ain't built like that.
Right,
Nah, I ain't.
right.
Folks
And
still trying to get in.
I cannot see the green room or the blue room
Ain't
or
nobody in there. There's nobody in there.
okay,
Like I don't know what your screen looks like. I don't know what your screen looks like.
okay. I won't do it now. I can't. But I can't see that. Stream this to your audience. Spence, I don't see that.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Maria. You know,
Right,
at
that's right.
this
That's
at
right.
this stage of the game, you know, it's going to take a lot more to stimulate a certain maturity aside from just being physical.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
it's going to take conversation,
Mm-hmm.
you know, personality, conversation, personality, interests. So all of those things are in play. You know what I mean? All of those things come into fact. Oh, especially dating in your 50s. No, I'll say dating over 50 is a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely, Maria. Absolutely. I think when you get older, you're probably more sensitive to those things, you don't have to go overboard. You know what I mean? You don't have to go overboard to appear sexy. It's just that slight. I find sexiness in the strangest things. You ain't got to be
Yeah,
dressed up for me. You ain't got to be dressed
yeah,
up. You ain't
right,
got to be dressed up. You can look at me with a frown, and that'll turn me on. I mean, if you're the right woman, of course. But I'm
right.
just saying,
True.
You can just walk past me. Things like that,
True.
sexiness. But you
The
know
walk
what?
around.
Sexiness is as sexiness does. If you got it, you got it.
That's right. That's right. That's true. That's true. I think that works for everyone. Absolutely says nothing to impress me. Your job, your
Where
looks.
they texting you
Yeah.
at, bro? Are
They
you in
just
a
text me
room
on
with
my.
people?
They texting me on my phone.
Are people? These are people that's watching, that's texting you on your phone. Where they watching from?
I I think some of I think some of them are I think some of them are trying to just come into the comments, but they went to the link because I sent them the link. I sent them the link because some of them wanted to come on the panel and some of them did not. And they were like, no, well, how do you access the conversation? I am telling them to get on one of the social media platforms, which, if you don't
So
mind
then
mentioning those, right,
they can go. Oh, you know what? I don't think if they're not my friend on Facebook, they're not going to be able to see it. But they can go on YouTube.
right. That's what I told them. Go on YouTube or Facebook because you joined, like you're a member.
Ashley says, none of it impressed me. Your job, your looks, your house, how much you made, what you drive. Talk to me.
Yeah, talk to me.
Mia
He said,
Booker, look at me from across the room in a certain way. Right?
mm-hmm.
Maria Hart. What I did was went on Tide Page. What you talking about? Went on my. What you talking about, Maria?
I think you're talking about getting on the podcast.
Said what? Oh
I think
shit.
you're talking about getting on the podcast, Maria.
Oh, you. Yeah. But you know what? I think in order to get on
The
on the
podcast.
podcast, they're gonna have to be friends with me.
Mm, mm, okay.
They're gonna have to be
Right.
friends with me. I'm gonna
Right.
have to figure it out. What else do I have? I got it on Instagram.
Okay. So you can't just.
I think
Uh,
it's on Instagram too. I'm gonna have to figure out a way because I'm gonna have to start doing it on the group chat.
right. You can.
But are these people that's texting you? Are they in the room?
So a
Can
couple
they
of them
see
went
it?
to a couple of them went to the room. The reason they went to the room is because first I sent them the link for StreamYard because some
Right.
was considering coming on the live panel right now, and they changed their mind. And some
They
wanted to know,
they 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 got to get screamed to get on the live.
right, right, okay, but that was me sending it to them without them, really being aware. So
Yeah.
as far as them trying, I just told them to go to one of the social media platforms, type in the Raw with It podcast.
Uh, they're gonna have to send a friend request in order to see it. I don't
Okay,
know if it's streamed like publicly, like on Facebook, because I have it on my page. So they
yeah,
may not be able to see it unless they're a friend of
right.
mine.
That's something. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not going to get out of here right now. I'm just going to
But
leave this.
tell them to go to YouTube. They can go to YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
got
yeah.
to get. I know it's not streamed on Facebook, but if your friends will talk, you'll see it. Right, right. It's it's on Facebook. It's on Facebook. I got to figure out if I can put it on the group chat. Are they already are they members of the group chat, Spence?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They are.
So I'm gonna have to. We may have to open up the group chat and just let it be public for a little while,
Right.
or maybe we'll make it public on Tuesdays so
Yeah.
folks can get in and watch it. Thank
That
you,
sounds
Maria. Thank
very,
you.
very,
This was
very.
this was a yes, yes. This was a good chat. We had some technical difficulties for real. My laptop is down for the count. I don't believe this, and I barely use laptop. Doris Walker, Tyler, you looking? Sure indeed, Maria.
That's good. That's good stuff right there. Right. Right. Okay. All right then.
Doors off the chain, bro. So now I guess I'm gonna have to fix my tablet. I'm glad I brought it. I wasn't expecting to jack up my laptop, and I think that water fell on it. That's what I think will happen because it says there's no hard drive. So that's what I think. Some water dropped on it. Hey,
right.
Huh?
Yeah, you'll get it right. You'll get it right.
I hope so.
You'll get it right.
But this was a good one. Let's give everybody a hand. Let's give everybody a hand and thanks for coming out and stuff, and tell your friends about the show, Raw With It Podcast. Tell them to join Raw With It Podcast group chat, which is called Raw With It Podcast After Dark. Go on YouTube, look for Raw With It Podcast, follow on YouTube. Also, if you go on Instagram, don't sign up. We're on Instagram. What's up, cuz? Yeah, cuz 8:00 next week, 8:00 on Tuesday. But I think you'll still be able to see the show on YouTube. So go to YouTube, Raw With It. It's called Raw With It on YouTube, and subscribe. Hit the likes. Also on Instagram, when you go on Instagram, you're gonna look for Raw With It _podcast, not Raw With It Podcast. Raw With It _podcast, and follow me there and stuff. Of course, I'm on TikTok. We on TikTok too, Raw With It Podcast, and under the Fox Silver. That's my entertainment name, the Fox Silver. And Spence is the new co-host. You know, joining the Raw With It family. And our other homeboy, Keyshawn, he could make it tonight for whatever important stuff he got going on. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's how it be.
That's how it be. Hold up. I think we can do this. Let me see if this works.
This is good. That's good.
Let me see if this works. Tell me if you can hear this. Tell me if you can hear this.
No. Yeah. Yeah. You can hear that.
Roderick, peace. Thank you, everybody. I guess maybe we'll stay on a little longer. Everybody coming in now, so I guess they hang out after 9.
Okay, yeah, you want okay, yeah, you got it. All right, hey Roger. What's up, brother Roger Sims? Good to see you on here, man.
Oh, he was trying to get on. That's who was trying to get on earlier.
He might have been trying to get into the chat. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me if he was or not. But okay, that's what he saw.
Yo, what up, yo? It's your boy Jeezy.
Yeah.
All right. All right, what's going on tonight, Roger? How you feel, man?
That's
Appreciate
good.
you
We
doing
had a
this.
good
We
night
appreciate
tonight.
everyone joining
I think
us.
this is episode 3, Deal Breakers. Episode 3, Deal Breakers. In the
Right.
future, everybody, we getting some merchandise. You know, once podcasts start growing and everything, we're gonna start advertising little merchandise. We got some real cool t-shirts I'm trying to get started. Also, here's a important announcement. If you have a small business, right? If you're a minority business and you need some advertising, I'm willing to do free advertising throughout the course of the show. You just have to send me your info. It's going to be free for a few months, just for a few months. That's my way of giving back. So if you know anybody that got a small business, and you want some advertising on the show, send me your info. Send me your info so that we can put a spot throughout the show when we go air. Your daughter, Maria, absolutely. Just send me the info. And what you need to do is send me the info. Also, write up how you like it to be presented. You know what I mean? I'm going to be doing this probably for, you're welcome. I'm going to be doing this probably for a few months, you know, a few months. That's what we're going to do.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah. So just inbox me. Inbox me that.
All right, brother Roger. That's cool. Yep. Right.
The darker it get, the lighter I gotta get. Right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you mess around, we just be seeing a silhouette.
Say
A
what?
silhouette. I said you mess around, we'll just be seeing a silhouette. We'll just be seeing a silhouette if it gets dark. All right.
I don't know how to just get it on Facebook. Like when we send it out, we send it to different websites or platforms. Like I don't know if we can do it like where anybody could see it on Facebook. I'm gonna have to look into that. But that'll be good because it's more exposure. So I'm gonna have to look into that to see if it can just be like a public stream.
Right. Without everyone.
Huh?
Well, like you were saying before, without, sometimes you do it without, people don't necessarily have to be your friend or a friend request. It doesn't, sometimes it might
Absolutely.
be without friend request, but that's the point.
Absolutely. And also, I mean, I take any input on things that folks would like to talk about. You know, inbox me. Inbox me. You know.
Even right in the chats.
Say
Even
what?
even when they type in the chats on Facebook.
Definitely in the group chats. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
The group chats, you know, that's what it's for. Topics, ideas. I mean, I got a ton of stuff. To talk about, but that was the one at hand that we thought would be fun to talk about and everything.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And stuff, you know.
Even in your 50s.
I'm trying to get some music to go out on.
Yeah.
It's dark out there, bro. It's dark.
Yeah.
It's dark.
You know.
How are they expecting me to drive at night? It ain't happening. Jewel by LaThomas McClellan, costume made, custom designed tennis shoes and hats. Doris, who is that? Send me the info. Should you start off shit when you're not emotionally ready because some people are trying to fix a feeling. Woo! Maria Hawkins, that's excellent.
Yeah, the topic,
you're absolutely right. That's a good topic right there. Ready? Some people be trying to fix a feeling with the feeling.
That's right. That's right.
So they just
That's
get into a new relationship but not even being emotionally ready. Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah,
And that's the
yeah.
thing
We
because
spoke about that
yeah,
on
we
TikTok.
definitely spoke about that because people may really be ready, willing. They may be really willing and think they're
Some
able.
people just not fit.
Right.
They're not relationship material. Yeah,
Right. Right.
that's a good one.
But not.
Let me
But they're not where they think they are.
screenshot. Hold up, I got a
Right.
screenshot that one.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Thank
It
you.
also has a little static in it too. It has a little static with it.
Staticky now.
A little.
You hear it?
A little. A little.
Here it come.
Well, I can hear static. I don't know who else can hear what.
I think it's everyone.
Okay. There's just a little going on there.
Everyone.
This is those conversations. I said these conversations.
After that, we'll call it a wrap. What a way to end it. A little static. The music is staticky.
When you turned on the music, the static came on.
When I
But nice. When you turned on the music, okay, that's good. That's good.
What about now?
No static.
No static?
No static.
No static? I wonder why it's static. Hold up.
Yeah, you can still let it flow, like Dwana said. You can still let it flow and figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, better now, but no music. All right. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it like that. I'm gonna take the music out. I don't want it to be static. You know.
Right.
All right. I think that's a wrap.
Sounds good.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Everybody that joined us tonight, Raw with a Podcast, I appreciate it. For everyone participating, I mean that's showing a lot of love. I appreciate that. Spread the word. Tell your friends. Tell your family about Raw with It Podcast. Every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Tonight we got lucky. We got lucky to go live. I'm glad we did go live. But it's every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Right? Go to YouTube, subscribe. You see that? Subscribe on YouTube, Raw with It. Also, go on Instagram, Raw with It _podcast. Go on TikTok, Raw with It Podcast, and the Fox Silver. If you are not a member of our group chat, find us, look up Raw with It Podcast After Dark. Join the group chat because we get it in. You know, we get it in. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. Tell everybody about it. Spread the love. All right, Spence, we out. You good?
All right. Yep, you good. Appreciate that, everyone.
All right, much love, everybody. Peace and love. And we will see y'all again on these airwaves and on these lines. Peace. Peace.